win, but they do have to hold this outnumbered fight. They are a player down. Helio getting so low, and so is CJ. Helio holding on for all he is worth in this game, standing on that point. Zeromus absolutely unleashing a torrent of healing. CJ and Naru holding on for dear life, and they've actually managed to do it. Dra, wait, is he going to get decapped? He is not. He sees the Thief moving in, and USA are back in the lead. 49 seconds left in the game. They just need to hold on. CJ's going to fall over, though. That's relevant. 5 points in the pocket for team for rank 55 Dragons. Naru starting to crumble. USA starting to crack. The heals, the signet comes through. It does land. Helio is so low. USA is still ahead, though, and they are just holding. They are the unbreakable wall of defense here on point C, and USA, they're slowly dying, but can they hold on long enough? Naru is now in the day. Say all of 55 is here. The decap. I think USA have actually found their victory here. 10 seconds left. Yeah, that's it. CJ with a beautiful decap. The kill on the Helio. Is it enough? If Zeromus dies, no, it does not matter. Team USA. Make it happen on the hammer. 0 seconds, and we're going to a 4th game.
Wow.
Team. Not sure what's happening with the shield. Can Helio get it? Yeah, he can. So USA do find themselves with a hefty combat advantage. I think it's really unfortunate that CJ is not going to get the bust, right? Because he was dead while those artifacts were picked up, and obviously you'd love to have that on the Evoker, right? But that does mean that still a lot of combat bonuses available for Team USA going into these next fights. Let's see if they can convert that into something. Oh, look at that rotation. Helio getting teleported out to defend this node, and the Thief there from Anya able to completely defuse this fight over here on middle and kind of leave 55 a little bit behind, having to now move back out onto the map. And Sind actually gets killed in stealth as well. Anya leaps onto him and finds that kill. Can Misha get this revive? Oh, the interrupt.
Anya with the
look at that. Anya out for revenge after that initial 1v1, showing that he absolutely has what it takes to be the Thief in this game for Team USA. Over towards the Necromancer to look for a kill. Can the God of Slayers and the Shadow Monarch find the kill onto Overlord? I think the answer to that may well be yes. Overlord getting very, very low indeed, climbing up onto the ground, gets feared off the edge, away from the kiting spot actually. Anya now moving in to potentially provide some, and another Shadow Portal again. How many times has that provided some insane value in this game? Anya, the master of portals. Who needs to play Mesmer when you have Thief? And then immediately goes for a kill onto Draza. Anya working overtime this game, Roy.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was such a good play, and oh wow, beautiful. Completely.
Is going to go into the downstate. Naru is also down too. The Worms are going to be able to get a bit of a repack here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Glint maybe go for a potential decap on the other side of the map there. Vern actually gets taken out. CJ in full retreat gets that kill. We have got chaos unfolding in this game as the Worms get themselves a bit
back into that node a lot faster. Helio very, very low. Zeromus doing what he can to keep him alive. Still has Signet available. Is healing him up, and now Zeromus potentially going to be the target. Forced into the Rude Focus. Both players going to be low. Worms are looking for blood. They can taste the victory. They are so close. A couple more kills. This might be the decider for this game. Glint going to be a little bit low himself. CJ's in the mix now. He does need to be careful he doesn't go into downstate, but CJ now going to be getting the damage turned back onto him. He has a couple of cooldowns left. Zeromus again still with that Signet. CJ so dangerously low. Has Here's Agility. Is going to be able to use it. Has Lightning Flash, but they just aren't turning the pressure back onto the Worms. Downstate goes into CJ. I'm not sure if the Signet's going to be there. He does have to Vapor Form. Do we have a precast? We do not. He's going to go into downstate. That might just be the game. Side notes confirmed for USA, but can they hold on to them with a player down? Helio probably going to die. He almost certainly looks like he's dead. Signet potentially for Zeromus, but I'm not sure that would be doing anything other than just prolonging the inevitable. And Worms are looking good.
They are looking good. I cannot believe. Wait, USA is going for the Hail Mary Lord push.
Oh my God.
I can't believe this. They're going for it. I summoned it. I actually summoned it. But the Worms, they are aware of this. They are trying to respond. USA trying to do everything they can to destabilize this game. Guys, a Lord kill wins the game. No, it can't possibly be the case. There's no way. Helio, Naru, and of course, Zeromus are here. It all comes down to this. The Lord is now in play. They're eliminating the castles. They heal the Lord massively. The Worms are piling in on the action. There's no...
The Worms don't have all their players here.
Yeah, the Worms don't have everyone here. I feel like they might be underestimating this. They're not respecting this. There was a capture that was being gone for instead of actually going for this Lord. The Lord is being healed up. I think we might see a stomp here. Zeromus is going to have the ability. The stomp's going through. I don't believe it. USA stomp the Lord and take the game. The Worms underestimate it. I don't believe it.
Oh my God. Absolute
That
cinema.
is
What a way
incredible.
to end the game. Holy cow. Worms
Yeah.
were behind by about 90 points.
Yeah, they are. They need to step up a little bit here if they want to get one on the board here, because of course, like, winning a game on your away region is a big deal, right? Like, that's what you really want to do to feel like you're doing well in this series. They were able to do it earlier in the day in the upper bracket final, but they're obviously not quite there yet here in the grand finals, and nothing looking super appetizing right now. The God of Slayers maybe looking for CJ. CJ obviously going to be the target here. 55, they want to get rid of that Evoker, and here comes a big one. A Thief 1v1 and a massive team fight 4v4 here. What could be better than this? Here we go. Helio leaps in and actually finds a big pull onto Misha and the God of Slayers at the same time, and so far, USA just have it all their own way as Draza goes down. Saying, I think the Signet was interrupted there as well. He's going to have to Vapor and go for it again, but I'm not sure if that's going to be realistic. And USA already in a good position. Oh, they did actually get, sorry, did actually get the Signet. I thought that was a Vapor form. It was not. Okay, but so Draza's back, but USA already ahead in this team fight as Draza's forced to disengage, and I think 55 are not looking to take this fight, but they're not going to be able to get out of this. Another massive pull from Helio secures another kill onto the Master Disaster, and Zan falls to 55, off to a rough start in that team fight. In order to actually get enough momentum to recover this game here, they've got to be getting up to that double cap. They honestly want to hold the third node neutral because they don't have that much time in this game. Let's see if they can go ahead and do it. Looks like CJ is going to be one who's under pressure yet again. Who could have guessed that one? But, of course, we have Overlord buffering for the Elementals alongside the support of the Luminary. CJ getting a little bit low. Cooldown starting to get a little bit dry. Boyce now pushing into this fight to match Helio. And here comes Helio. But actually, is it going to be in time as CJ in a lot of trouble running out of juice, popping the invul? The Obsidian Flesh is soon going to be expired. He has his heal and the hair, so he's got a little bit more left in the tank. And Zeromus heals, and Draza is going to be the one who goes down here. Is there a Signet from Misha? There is, but he's actually going to die while casting it, and it's not going to go off. And I think that's going to wrap up the game.
Yeah, really great team fighting there from USA. They did an excellent job of just stringing rank 55 out, pulling their players in when they needed to. And even without the players there. Nice reveal from Zan as well, actually. And that's going to be Sin porting on Anya with that reveal. He's not going to be able to restuff for another second or two. Nice little synergy there. And a lot of damage on Anya. But really good job from Helio to help heal for his teammate.
Yeah, the conduit. Look, I think it's Sin dead here. I think he's dead. Yeah. Look at that conduit application, right? That is absolutely insane. Like, a beautiful combo there from Zan helping out Anya, but then the reverse happens there with an absolutely that kill is a big one. Sin is going to be trying to reinforce it, potentially to annoy and also kind of get involved in this fight. Of course, we do have the same thing happening with Anya, who's also incredibly low. Might die to the bleeds there. 4 stacks of bleeding there. Oh, just barely gets the heal from Zeromus down to 58 HP. And Draza is going to be the one who is taken out. Does he get revived? Yes, he absolutely does. The Signet from Misha once again comes through, but actually, is he going to be able to hold on there? He is in so much trouble. Misha moving in to go for the assist, but it is not enough. The lightning strikes through the terrain. Wait, can he make it to the gate? I don't believe he will. Nope. Misha is going to have a hard time doing that as well. Is he going to go for it? I think he is. He does make it through at the end and should be able to hold on. But 55 just struggling in these engagements.
Mount a comeback in this set. Team fight. Burning up here now at the quarry. Once again, 55 trying to come in here, trying to dislodge it. They've changed their players around a little bit. They have Zan here now with Draza, with Misha in this team fight. We'll see if it can make any sort of difference. They're looking for some pressure. God of Slayers, though, unfortunately, he's going to be taken out here over off to the side. Helio as well as Anya. Again, with the plus, there's Anya. And Sin, he's just not making the same impact on this map as Anya right now.
Yeah, definitely struggling actually there. Anya really stepping it up a massive level here, activating full potential. CJ in a little bit of trouble, but there's no Necromancer here. The God of Slayers is not present. It is a 4v4 because, of course, the Thief is now free to kind of move around. But 55 have got to make something happen here. They need to find some kills. They need to find them quickly as well. Otherwise, this game is going to be slipping away from them, and they're going to be finding themselves at a perfectly even score after this 4th game. Zan taking a lot of damage, but so is CJ. CJ is in the downstate. Zeromus is going for the Signet. It does get interrupted, though. The cleave is absolutely massive, but Vapor Form might be enough to go for the Signet. Is there an interrupt? Yes, there absolutely is. Draza's in the downstate. Is this cleave? There's going to be insane cleave. The hand res is absolutely colossal. They're actually going to find it, I think. He goes for the Signet again, but 55 completely collapsed. They can't get it. The hand res is good. There's not enough cleave from USA. Sorry, from 55, and that is everyone dead from 55.
Sin did such a good job there, staying on top of Zeromus, preventing the Signet from happening, but the rest of USA just came through with the damage, getting his points back. Anya, shouts out to him for doing a really nice job, kind of winning that 1v1 and forcing Sin away. But Sin, as he disengaged, comes back to the node. He's going to be able to get it. That'll be side nodes probably for them, but Zan actually going to go to downstate that middle node. Unfortunately, Heal of Midnight, Draza not going to be able to do anything but try so slightly. And as of now, 55 have disengaged. They're playing very risky here, though. And I'm kind of surprised that they're actually going back in. Draza and Misha on top of each other, but they're on top of 3 players. Boyce, God of Slayers, as well as Overlord duking it out off to the side. But again, Draza and Misha need to be very careful.
Yeah, they absolutely do here, because if they go down, then that's when the entire map can collapse. And well, I think they may have slightly pushed their luck here just a little bit. Draza maybe gonna go down, so here the Signet comes through, but it gets interrupted, and I think that is going to be a kill. Is Misha maybe going to attempt some kind of shenanigans? No, looks like the Signet is maybe not going to be played here, and actually the God of Slayers goes down site there on mid as well. Zan holding the fort against the Overlord. The Thieves 1v1ing on the sides, but kind of like the first scuffle, the first fight is looking good for Team USA.
Yeah, I really don't understand. Turning this now to a double cap, you know, they've overtaken the lead. This is where USA are going to feel very, very comfortable. We'll see how they play with this lead and what 55 can do to try to answer it.
Yeah. 55, definitely still in it though. Like, I think they always do a good job of kind of sending another player to the other side of the map. In this case, it's often Zan, right? Like Zan getting over to point C. Draza in a lot of trouble though, and I have to say 55 finding themselves caught out a little bit in this game. They've got to be a little bit careful and tighten that up a little bit. As we go into the mid game, the Skyhammer is up. It's going to be the Engineer and the Necromancer. Anya getting caught there a little bit. Is there a revive available for Zeromus? Well, there's a lot of CC coming through. The Signet coming down. Is it going to go through? It actually is at the last second, and Sind is going to go down in response there as well. But the counter Signet is also there, of course. Daggerstorm getting that Thief out of that. Anya still unbelievably low there as well. Draza potentially looking for a counter kill onto that. Can he find it? The healing is fantastic there from Team USA. Oh, the ports are incredible. And Misha finds himself a little bit isolated as his teammates were chasing around and ends up going into the downstate. And of course, Zan is now in trouble as well in a 1v2 against CJ and Overlord. And of course, we now see that kill confirmed.
Yeah, excellent job from 55, from USA there. Just great team fighting from them. Really, really good job from Zeromus getting that Signet, keeping Anya alive, who was so very low. You know, and a good job from 55, but just not good enough, unfortunately. They were a little bit too split. The damage wasn't there. Misha, unfortunately, didn't have the peels from his DPS. And now Skyhammer coming out. Not the end of the world here for 55, I would say, but they are really starting to fall behind in this game. Almost a 100-point difference. And for a Skyhammer game this early on, that's kind of impressive here, I'd say, from USA. They're looking very confident on this map. Draza going to be picked out as well. He's going to almost certainly be taken out here. I don't believe there's a Signet left from Misha. He's not in the area as well. Zan and Misha now forced to try to kite away. And 55, they're playing from behind, and this is not a place that they're really used to being in. This is not where we're really used to seeing them. Anya does get taken out here, and actually, we might see the stomp from Sin. Zeromus trying to get the hard res here. CJ coming in as well. But that's a lot of time wasted for them, unfortunately. I just don't know if there's any value from it. Oh, Sin's going to be taken out here. He overstays his welcome.
Yeah, and USA doing a very, very good job in this game so far. 55 need to find a little bit of stability here and kind of get themselves back on their feet, as they're having some pretty big problems in this game so far. Draza now under pressure again. 55 will be outnumbered on the map for a little bit longer here. Master Disaster getting those big heals here as well in this 2v2. Can they potentially find a kill there? The heals from Zeromus, of course, are very, very good indeed. Boyce is just not in a good spot here. He's just outnumbered yet again, and 55 might find themselves getting staggered again here in this game, unfortunately. And they do. Yeah,
nothing is going well for 55 so far this game, and I don't know if it's just a case of the ping. I don't know if it's a case of them just being super uncomfortable. 1v1 against Helio over by that portal. We will see Sin coming in as well. Zeromus getting slowed down by Sin there, but a nice knockback is going to stop him from coming in, but a decap is really, really impactful here. The double cap comes out for 55.
It absolutely does, and let's see this. I think that the hammer is so scary for 55, though. Just like that conduit. Yeah. Look at the condies just coming out from Helio constantly here. It is just brutal. It absolutely is. Like Misha struggling to keep up with that. Sin going for that cap over there, but Draza is just dead here. I think 55 maybe a little bit slow there. If Zan had arrived a bit earlier, they maybe had some potential. And also the God of Slayers getting caught out over here on middle as well. They've still got that double cap, but how can they possibly hope to actually fight this hammer? Of course, we do have Draza getting rezzed up again there a little bit by Misha, so maybe they can continue to stall here, but they're going to have to concede the Skyhammer, I think, and that is going to put a bit of a dampener on their progress. But Zan kind of doing a bit of a miracle here, holding remarkably well with the assistance of Misha now as well. But look at that conduit. Whenever I see that Spear 4, Roy, I'm actually getting afraid now. Seriously, I'm starting to feel fear when I see that Spear 4.
Yeah. Again, I think Helio is playing so well. He is really just putting some pressure on this team. But we now see 4 players coming into this fight as well on the hammer. It's going to be 4 versus 4 here. A lot of rotations coming through here. They really both want this. The map state 1 apiece right now. It is going to be boys coming back in off respawn, but Draza is going to go into downstate. There isn't going to be a signet available. Zan going to fall right after him, and unfortunately, what looks like there might be a bit of a stalemate here is going to be caused. 2 kills coming out here. USA taking hammer. It's only a 100-point difference now. They have closed the gap, but their points are going to be gone. There's not going to be any more gain after this hammer comes out and decaps point A, although Anya actually just says, I'm going to do it myself. He's going to come in here and get it out there. And map mechanic yet again going to USA. Fight being won by USA. I think the rotation just going in a little bit too slow at the beginning of that fight. And right now, USA, again, are in control of the game.
Yeah, they definitely are. 100-point lead, again, not insurmountable. It's a slow game, so it's a bit spooky, but it is, well, still not completely out of the hands of rank 55 Dragons here. But USA, they're just looking so solid in these fights. They're looking so solid in the team fights. They really, really are. And that just counts for a lot here, to be honest. We have Zan into Naru here. A lot of damage coming through from that Amalgam. If you could find some value here, find a kill there, that would be absolutely incredible in this 1v1. Is he going to be capable of doing that? Big Condi cleanse coming through there. But on the other side, Sind has been caught. He has gone into the downstate. And that means Helio and Anya are going to have free reign to actually find this 2v2 and try to finish off Boyce at the same time.
Out here, but until God of Slayers comes in here to equalize this, and actually he's going to be matched by Helio. As we see, Sin not even in this fight. It's going to be 5 versus 4 potentially here. Anya not quite engaging to this. Actually, yeah, they're going to go for the hammer instead. Maybe if they win hammer, maybe if they get a couple of kills quickly and they can hold on to a triple cap, they can come back here. But there are now under 6 minutes left, about 170 points behind. Master Disaster being pressured out very hard. Renewed focused force. He's going to use the jump pad to try and get a little bit of distance, but he's going to drop back down. Draza way too low to be able to help heal for his support. Now he's going to be in downstate. Sind trying to go into the hammer. Zeromus comes out of that looking a little bit low, but they've got the pressures. They've got the kills on the map. I think they're going to be okay. USA most likely going to be taking this fight. Actually, wait, the hand res coming through from Shadow Monarch on a Draza. I can't believe it. Master Disaster just barely making it through into that portal. He's separated himself from the rest of the team with a line. He's going to dodge back through the portal, just barely staying alive, using this portal, going back and forth and keeping himself up. Somehow 55 are clinging on to this, but they're still ever so slowly running out of time. They have to make something happen, and it might just not matter because Draza is going to go downstate. Misha, Master Disaster goes down. Once again, USA are going to take this fight. Once again, they're going to find the kills. They're going to find the win, and almost certainly looking like they find the win on Skyhammer.
Yeah, looking very, very good. Another hammer comes through. Some crazy portal dancing there, but I just want to point out a little detail that USA were waiting on the other side. He ran right into them and couldn't quite get enough health to weather that storm. So very good comms, very good communication there from Team USA, and they're looking to lock this victory in here. Up to 400 points. The map is neutral, but there's 4 minutes on the clock and a nearly 200-point
games back and forth. Neither one can find a 100% advantage over the other. USA looked so good on on Temple last game. Rotating around USA. I can't remember if I said USA. 55 looks so good on Temple. But this whole game, other than one slip-up, USA has been in command of Temple. Same as last set. They are looking so good here. They won a couple of games earlier. 55 taking the early sets, or the early games on EU. This is unreal. This is unbelievable from both of these teams.
It is, and they're playing out of their minds. Like I almost feel like they have both been scaling almost, right? They've just been ramping up and up and up and up and up and playing better and better and better and better. USA are going to be taking this one. That at this stage is a guarantee. There's no way out of this 55, and we're going to be going to a Game 7 in the Grand Finals.
Blue team grab the capture point.
And you know, it's I gotta say, I think we can kind of just throw everything out the window for this Game 7 because, you know, I mean, do you just stick to your comfort picks? Do you or die for both of these teams? Whoever wins this game will be crowned the eternal master of the arena, the true champions of this game. It's Team USA on the blue side. It's rank 55 Dragons on red side. Let's get some games.
Ooh, and 55 with a hyper-aggressive split, pushing directly across the map. I think it's sniffed, though. They noticed that it's not being capped, right? So Naru knows that something is a little bit amiss. The God of Slayers getting positioned onto this node here as well. Naru, of course, going to be contesting that almost immediately. The Thief reacting to this, responding to this, going back to middle. CJ under pressure. Anya looking to get into this fight there. Narrowly misses leaping onto Syndrome here as well. Helio taking a little bit of fire here as well. CJ also getting pretty low there as well. Zan looking to get those condies applied. That hybrid damage from the Amalgam, pretty scary indeed. Health bars dropping a little bit. Ooh, a lot of damage onto CJ. Is he going to go down? The bleeds are going to kill him. Zeromus with the Signet. There's no Thief for the interrupt though. That is going to be the revival. And the God of Slayers now in trouble. And Draza might be the one who gets caught here at the start. And there's no res here this time. There is no Guardian. There's no Luminary. And 55 are actually in trouble. The God of Slayers, the Shadow Monarch, and the Heel of Midnight are all in the downstate, and 4 kills are about to be secured for Team USA.
Yeah, I mean, she gets a hero signet there at the end on Boyce, just into the RF, able to survive, but I'm not sure it matters because they're going to get pushed very, very far back. 2 kills almost certainly confirmed here as Sind is about to bleed out. Really great job from Anya, as well as I believe that was Nubu. Excuse me, no, not Nubu. Helio over at the middle node taking those kills, and a strong, strong start here for Team USA on the opposite region, on EU. Very, very close to almost disastrous, though, for 55. They were just narrowly able to recover slightly. And now we're going to have to see how they can get back into this game with the respawns coming out. Heel of Midnight, Draza, Sind, Rar, Shadow, Monarch coming in off of respawn. The 3 versus 3 over at Mansion is still going on. Neither Luminary, is going to have the heal signet available. So if someone goes down, it's very likely we see them getting cleaved out. Again, the 2v2 over at mid again. We didn't see this go well for 55 last time, but they seem like they want to take it again.
She gets taken down, but the hand res is actually good. There's some crazy hand res discipline so far from Team USA throughout this entire series. Shadow Monarch once again in the downstate. This 2v2 is not working for rank 55 right now. They're in so much trouble. Draza is actually is also going to die here as well. This is not good. This opening split has maybe not gone the way of rank 55 Dragons. They're now down 100 points just a couple of minutes into the game.
They're about to full wipe. I think Zan will be the only one left alive at this point. Oh, and got a Slayer
Boyce
coming out.
Escaped.
Yeah, they really need to not... I mean, again, Helio is just doing so much from this. He is absolutely overloading the 55 Dragons with conditions. They cannot fight this. I cannot believe they went back into it a second time. Boyce going to neutralize the map for a second, but USA are going to be holding on to it. They're over 100 points up already in this game. Amisha is still being bled out. It's going to be so hard for 55 to come back into this game. We've seen miracles happen before. They can absolutely do it. The game is not over yet, but USA have come out the gates absolutely swinging. They have saved all of their power for this final Game 7 on Europe. They are taking it to 55, and 55 right now are reeling. Misha, Master of Disaster, just coming out of respawn now.
And Zan's in trouble, though.
They group up, but they've got to do something different. And yes, Zan goes down. This is so bad for them. The stagger just continues. Sind ports in. He's going to try and res this. He gets the interrupt onto Zeromus. Can he do it? There's not a lot of cleave from Zeromus, but unfortunately, no. The players just aren't there to help him out, and all he's done is extend the bleed.
Yeah, this is not what we like to see here for rank 55. They are really struggling here. They have to just try to go for a bit of a reset and just play it out as if it was the start of the game. Zan going to be back in a couple of seconds here. But the opener, USA just countered it perfectly. They reacted, they knew what to do, and they got it done. Let me tell you that. They absolutely did. Now, of course, we do have all the players back for 55. They're going to be going for a bit of a repush here. I think they've got to be a little bit careful not to go back in too soon here. CJ
Sind hunting CJ down. Great job from Sim to follow up. They're going to find the kill there. Roma should have Signet available. No interrupt on top of him. So huge cooldown already burned. And CJ goes right back into downstate. And the cleave is a magnificent. And this is the first real sign of life I think we've seen here now from 55. They get the kill. They get in. They get out. And same can be said for USA, though. As soon as CJ is confirmed dead, they leave. They scatter to the winds. They've off to the side. We do see the middle node confirmed here for 55. But again, USA, they've stemmed their bleeding from that already. And CJ's back on the map.
Yeah, CJ is already back in the mix, and that means Sin's got to watch out for that. 55 trying to collapse here onto the windmill. They're looking for these kills. They're looking for the Necromars. They're looking for the Ritualist. Not sure if they're going to be able to get it, though. A lot of Shroud left over there, and Zeromus in hot pursuit, supplying those heals, supplying those boons. Helio potentially under a bit of pressure here. On this side of the map, the Master of Disaster is going to be in play, but Anya does get taken down here. Not probably. I doubt that will be recoverable here. We're going to have looks like Draza rotating in to handle over this point. But the thing is, 55 are still in this fight on the other side of the map, and they have not really made a lot of progress there. Syndrome going for the snipe, trying to harass CJ as he crosses over the map, and 55 kind of retreating a little bit, looking to consolidate their territory here in the middle there and maybe take a little bit of a really big fight. Yeah, they need to find a kill quickly, though. Otherwise, I think they are going to find themselves in a difficult situation.
Yeah, I mean, great job from Sin to take Anya out at the other side, but they just haven't done much with it. Sin is going to be going for the decap now. We do see Draza, Heal of Midnight, positioning himself to confirm that node. So back on the 3v3, but it's not going well for them as Boyce is going to go to downstate. Signet coming out for Misha, but I believe it's going to be interrupted. And he's going to go into downstate. Anya chose to come in off, respawn off that, and they just delete 2 players there from 55. And 55, oh, they are not looking good in these fights right now. Zan, he needs to try to get out with his life. Draza, though, will be left on an island alone, to try and 1v1 Helio. We haven't seen that go very well for them previously. Zan is doing a good job of kiting out, but oh man, that was a rough couple of kills picked up there by USA. Sin obviously not going to be able to hold on to this node on Windmill. He's going to be out maneuvered there and now outgunned by the players. All he can really do, I think, is try to maybe reinforce Draza.
Draza manages to kill
Helio.
He
does get the 1v1 in Helio.
Okay, that's
huge
a bit of
1v1.
Yeah, that is huge, but now he does have to contend with CJ at the same time, and that's going to be quite difficult. Needs to get that kill fully confirmed here. The Thief moves into assist, but this, of course, leaves Draza very exposed. There's the Infinite Flesh. Thief is very low, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. Can we get the rally here? We do get the rally, and now Draza is back on his feet once again in this game. Boyce able to get that decap over there on the other side of the map there as well. 55 looking to go for a bit of a rebound in this game, looking to find some kills there, looking for CJ. The Thief is on him. Sin is hungry, wants that kill, wants to get that Evoker off the board so they can start getting some fights and snowballing this game back under their control. The USA not letting that happening, stemming the bleeding, getting their own neutralization on the other side of the map and sending the Thief across to go for that cap. They've got to be a little bit careful not to get too greedy though. They are technically outnumbered pretty heavily around that middle node. If 55 can pick up some kills here, they can start to build that momentum that they're looking for.
Yeah, we haven't really seen 55 able to take advantage of outnumbering as of yet. Sin, a little bit low. He needs to be careful. He's getting kind of pressured out here, but so far, neither team getting a huge advantage. Actually, as I say that, Anya, he's actually, gets so low, but he's able to get out. He should be okay. Gets the stealth. Sin's going to try and chase him down. CJ going to be pretty low. We do have signets available for both teams. Both teams going to be looking for that interrupt or that cast. Zeromus is going to be able to get it off. CJ back up alive, but the pressure is still going to be allowed. Draza is going to go into downstate, and no, the Signet is good for him as well. Misha finding that, Sin porting back in, looking for the damage, looking for the kill. Great interrupt by Zeromus, but it's not going to be enough to keep CJ alive. He's going to go into downstate. The damage is looking good. 55 looking to find another kill, another win here on Kylo. Helio probably going to be next one. Zeromus, I'm not sure if he's going to have enough heals and enough kills to get him out. Nubu off to the side as well. It actually might just be one kill. Again, USA have gotten away. Anya down on the other side of the map too, but I'm just not sure that 55 are doing enough when they find these wins to bring it back. They're still about 130 points down.
Yeah, I mean, there's just the wall. Helio is just the wall. I feel like he's so annoying. He's just sticking around, slowing things down, sticking to that target, obliterating the opponents with conditions. So much damage coming through here, and it just makes it so difficult for 55 to make any meaningful progress in this match. Can Draza restabilize? Nubu is a little bit low. Here's Zeromus going through a renewed focus. There's no Signet if this player goes down. Say, what was that heal? Welcome to Visions of Eternity, guys. Back to full health instantaneously, and now Draza is the one who's going to be in trouble. There's no Signet either. That might be a kill confirmed against 55. I think it may well be. He's going on to the point, so he has to be cleaned out.
Now they're going to leave.
From Anya, hunting this down. CJ in a little bit of trouble. There could be some potential for a counter kill here from Team USA, but it's certainly not going to be free whatsoever. And bear in mind, the timer is ticking. 6 minutes left. 55. This is not where they want to be. They need a little bit more than this. They've got to find more, and they've got to find it fast.
They have to not only start winning fights, but they have to start winning them harder. If they stabilize here, it's really, really good for them. They are outside their spawn. They can get Draza back in here, but Misha is so low, and he's going to go down state. He couldn't get to his renewed focus enough. Oh, that is absolutely terrible to see for 55. USA are just bringing it to 55. It's going to be side nodes capped a piece here. Sin trying to stem the bleeding a little bit, but Boyce, God of Slayers, needs to be careful. He doesn't get overextended on here. Nubu going to be pretty low. And Sin actually looking potentially for the kill. Going to be pressuring that out. He's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure that was on God of Slayers. But the double cap coming through now for USA. About 5 minutes left in the game. USA looking to continue this point deficit that they're growing about 140, 145 points now over 55. Boyce going to be pressured out here. Zan going to be trying to go in for the peel, but it's not going to be enough. And that's going to be the Ritualist taken out now for 55. And unfortunately, everywhere 55 go, they're just starting to go behind. They got an answer kill on Helio, but unfortunately, I just don't know. Again, it's not enough for them to bring this lead back. They need more than one kill, and especially when they're losing a kill on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Helio is down, but again, trading a kill for kill. We've just seen USA just lose a single player over and over and over again, where EU, the rank 55, the hopes for EU, I was trying to say here, are struggling to connect anything more than a single kill. They're running out of time here. They need to make some big moves very, very quickly. Zan and Misha are just outnumbered here, though. Sin's going to be moving in, but it might be too late. I'm not sure if Zan can really survive this. They're in some serious trouble. The Master of Disaster trying to hold on to this point, trying to heal. Is there a renewed focus available? There is. It's going to be used pretty soon, I would imagine, but actually the fight slightly defuses, so perhaps not, at least in this case. The heal of Midnight, Draza, looking for some damage here on middle, a little bit low on cooldowns. Can they find a kill? They really want to neutralize. They have to slow down this point gain from their opponents, or this advantage for Team USA will be too much for rank 55 Dragons to contend with.
4 minutes left. They are 150 points ahead. USA are now approaching the 100-point mark where they are going to win the game. Heal of Midnight caught out. Oh, great signet from Misha. Absolutely beautiful there, and he's going to be brought right back up. But unfortunately, Zan is going to be down. Helio going to get the stomp there, and that's just continuing to extend the lead. 55
Misha's
still unable to find caps. Misha almost certainly going to be dead. This might spell the end of the game. 55 have looked almost unsurmountable this tournament, and just in general in the game. But USA are looking to cement their legacy as the champions, bringing it back-to-back full sets, winning on EU, and it's looking like they're going to do it here again.
It absolutely is. It's looking incredibly good for them as of right now. They found the comp. They had it all along. They messed around with it a little bit, playing some power conduit here and there, but they realized that the answer was in the torment, in the burning, in Malix and Jalis over here on Helio the entire time. And I think the situation is truly dire for rank 55 Dragons at this stage. They are down 2 points. They're down 150 points. They're going to find a kill on Helio, but all of Team USA is moving in. Boyce is going to try for the stomp, but that might be ambitious. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get that. It's intercepted by the other players. In fact, it's going to turn into a kill on Boyce, and I think that is going to be the end of this game. Oh, there is the res, actually. I maybe called that a little bit too soon, but still, we're in such a desperate situation. At this stage, I just think Team USA can go into full bunker mode. Yeah, we see that now. We have Zeromus. He's moving to middle. He's going to lock down this node with the Ritualist. They know what they've got to do. Helio on the other side of the map there. There's no way he's going to go down even in this 2v2. It's simply not conceivable to happen without a support player. Team USA have done it. They're dying on middle, but it doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter at all. The God of Slayers falls. The conduit cannot be stopped. Helio cannot be stopped. He's here for that victory. Team USA is here for the victory. And as 55 fall, Masters of the Arena goes to the Americans.
Wow. Unreal.